Hey, you guys, and welcome to American Culture. Today, we're going to discuss, as you can probably tell, your girl's wearing the same clothes that she's been wearing in like 10 videos. Why? Because the light bulb has turned on. It's like God said, Alicia, this morning, it. They don't have to be 10 minutes long, sweetheart. Just go out there and make like a 30-second, 2-minute long video. And so that's what I've been doing. And I've come to realize that once again, when you get on board with the Lord, and you'll be hearing me say that a lot, it just kind of flows. He's been giving me the revelation of who I really am. I've been seeing that woman and stepping into it. I've seen little glimpses pieces. I've been talking to my future self. I'm like, wow. And it's not that, I'm dwelling in it, but that faithful version of me is now becoming real. And I see myself doing the things to get there. So I am a walking, living testimony right now that if you just get up and act on what God told you to do this morning, that daily bread, those new mercies, which are akin to truth, and we'll get into how mercy and truth is later. It goes into, side note, it goes into the whole understanding mercies and truths, goes into how God showed me I was going to work on this. He's like, American culture is completely warped. Like they are at the top of, you can really make this life, but they're just so blinded by it. So it's just the picking apart of that, but really applying God's principle. At this point, he's letting me know that the way that we kind of explain the Bible is concrete. Everybody's saying that this is the way. That's individual people saying follow what they're doing, but that's not it. He necessarily wants me, particularly, go out there. And if I speak on the Bible, you guys, this is what I have derived through my life experience and what I'm doing. It has nothing to do with this is how you've got to be it, which is the reason why I think I put up there, I think it's Second Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. In no way, shape, or form am I saying dwell on that verse, or am I even going to go into what that means, that God's grace will carry you. And what you're seeing right now is God's grace, because you could tell when I get into these zones that a little bit of this mixture of words is me, but a good chunk of it is just God saying somebody needs to feel, hear, and see whatever this is. So go ahead and spit it out. And so I'm not going to take a chapter like that and be like, this is the dissection of it on that. I'll give you some basic gist of it in these types of like videos, but I mean, you guys can talk about that yourselves in the comments. For later, I will give my own commentary on that for the specific people who are vibing or thinking the way that I would think based off of the life that they had. But you'll never see me like being a classic preacher, I say, like saying this message is this and it has to be like that. Nah, it's just a blanket understanding, multidimensional understanding of the breakdown of all of these words and how they can apply to different scenarios in your life. And I will be good for that. So, yeah, when you get those inner promptings from the Lord, you got to watch for the last 2 minutes and some odd seconds. God just kind of give me the grace to say what He wanted me to say, which was an introduction to Alicia and what she does here with American culture, meeting that future self, just really just getting out there and making the content. He just wants me to get out there and keep on talking until he tells me not to talk. Because the wheels are turning, the car is on, and we are getting ready to go. It feels weird as all get out to do this live and on camera, watching the things. These are the conversations that I used to have behind the scenes, and then I would get on camera and like, ugh, I don't know what I'm saying. And now all of a sudden, I stand before you in real time, spitting it out like I always wanted to be able to do, you guys, but I never could. I mean, I wouldn't be here right now if I hadn't had some major revelation behind the scenes, but it has always been this block. The second I go out there to present it, it never worked. But God's letting me know in this very moment that I was always trying to present it as her, but now I'm presenting it as me. My former name was very much me on Instagram, and it was like I couldn't get back into that one. But I now see that God was saying you were carrying her, but you weren't that lady yet. The picture that I made was this lady who was somewhat in the shadows, and me was always there. Me was always capable. Me always had it together. Me always knew. And my motto for then was, "You can build a mansion in the ghetto, but those who buy mansions don't live in the ghetto." I just, it resonated. Oh, it's crazy. I'm sitting here right now, really going back over, because what's prompted this morning was God was like, Alicia, you got to go out there and you got to make even the small videos that you don't think are going to matter, because it will later on. And even now, I'm thinking about when I joined Instagram in 2015, when I painted that picture of very much me, I knew the motto behind it. There was this woman in there that had all of the ability to live life the way she should. Uh, but she hadn't emerged yet, and God's letting me know I'm back to that now. I'm her. I let the former version of myself go, and now I'm me. I am who I am, and I get to speak that way. So yeah, he was like the little videos matter, because it'll help you and other people whenever they do have these, it's been 10 years, it's been 5 years moments. They'll be able to go back to areas and say, no, this really did happen the way, and all of it came to fruition the way that I thought. I am uncovering, I am living in a deeply covered subconscious truth that I started not hacking away at, or even being able to see glimmers of, about 10 years ago. It was literally 2015 when I started to see this, when the fog started to clear. And I was like, wait a minute, I got a dream, I got a vision. And to now be standing there in complete clarity as me, the woman I knew I was, I just hadn't become yet, is something interesting. So yeah, make the 2 minute long videos that end up being 6 minutes and something. Allow God to do whatever He's going to do. Do the thing. Just get started and start the painting, start the sewing. Go out there and start the song. Just get started, and God's grace will carry you through. It seems a little chaotic, as you guys probably saw in this video, but eventually it'll lead to the revelation of, whoa, I became everything God told me I would. Huh. Have a blessed night, you guys.